if you're a fan and you like us and you haven't yet, please subscribe.
You mentioned it to me before we came on the air. There was some dirty boxing this weekend. Darren Till and Luke Rockhold
and Tony Ferguson fighting as well. And you had mentioned a while back to me about Darren Till. Actually, it seems like he's a pretty good boxer, and that Jake Paul might not want to pick him as a fight. And hey, I'm not saying Rockhold, was going to be a great boxer, but Darren Till did what he was supposed to do this past weekend.
Oh, he dominated him. Absolutely dominated him. Yeah, so this was Misfits Boxing 22. I did only catch live the last fight, and I only caught the second and third round. So, but Till did knock Rockhold down in the first round, late in the first round, and could have possibly been stopped there, but Rockhold made the bell and then struggled through round two, and then Till just cornered him and then put a combination on him and brutally knocked him out. I mean, it was like one of those ones where he falls backwards and his legs are folded underneath. Thing, So, Darren Till, he's a monster. He's like killing it since leaving the UFC. Hopefully he's making enough money off these things. But yeah, I would like to see that Jake Paul fight,
I think that's something that could be in his future, actually, honestly, with this performance. It might put him on the radar, especially if Paul ends up not doing so well against Javante or something happens too. I think it even improves Darren Till even more so, given he doesn't have a ton of experience still. I think
he's only 2-0 in just regular, or 3-0 now, maybe, I'm not sure, in regular boxing. So it's not like, he's overqualified to fight Jake Paul. He's just not an old MMA guy.
Right. Yeah, I could see him being interested in that. I could also see him not staying away. Like, hey, this guy doesn't have quite the name, and he's looking a little dangerous right now.
I think, the ratio of danger to name might be a little off for Jake, but it'd be great for Darren Till. I'd love to see him get that payday. Even if Jake was to somehow beat him or whatever, just for him to get paid after, struggle in the UFC and leaving and, making that life-changing money would be great. But yeah, I'd love to see that fight. Absolutely. But also on this card, Tony Ferguson, he lost like 8 fights in a row in the UFC or whatever before. So this was his first boxing match, and he fought Salt Poppy, who, has done very well in the influencer boxing arena.
Yes.
I think he's undefeated, if I remember correctly. But, Tony did what Tony should have done, and he kind of walked him down. Got a TKO in the third round. I didn't watch the fight, like I said, but I did see the finishing sequence. I don't know how many shots he landed before the finishing sequence, but it was a questionable stoppage. Could have let it go a little bit longer, maybe, but I don't think it was any sort of robbery. I mean, he was taking a bunch of shots, and he's not really a pro boxer, so he doesn't need to be in there just taking head or brain damage. So, but good win for Tony. Hopefully this is a stepping stone to something. I don't know. I'd love to see him stop fighting, but it's a win at least.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy. I saw Tony look very emotional. Just to get a win, and good for Tony. Man, I wish he was like doing commentary or something else though, instead of just staging his career right now after so many fights.
I don't want to see Tony Ferguson on commentary. I gotta tell you, no, I don't think so. He's insane. So, could you imagine him and like Dominic Cruz having a disagreement in the commentary booth or something? The guy tried to fight Fedor because they had a disagreement,
tried to fight Redoom that one time. I know that.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Excuse me, brother. I'm talking. Yeah.
He's gonna ankle pick him. Yeah.
Before we get into this week's fight